When we're out and about talking to people, we hear so many myths and misinformation about the NDIS. So we've asked some people to share with us their most pressing questions.
These might be concerns that you also hear from the people you're supporting or their friends and family.
I've heard if I get on the NDIS, I'll lose my pension or benefits. Is that true?
No, this is a common myth that we can gladly confirm is not true. NDIS support is in addition to a pension and it's not counted as income.
If I go on the NDIS, will I lose my current supports and will I get to choose who supports me?
This means that you get to decide who supports you, when they support you, and what they support you with in line with your...
Actually, I've heard that mental illness isn't covered by the NDIS. It's only covered for people with physical disabilities.
If a mental health condition is likely to be lifelong and significantly impacts your day-to-day life, specifically how you function, then you may be eligible for support from the NDIS.
If my disability is mental health related, do I need to get a diagnosis?
You might be surprised to learn that the word diagnosis does not appear in the relevant section of the NDIS Act. The NDIA doesn't expect a person with a long-standing and substantial psychosocial functional impairment
And as such, a diagnosis is not essential to access the NDIS.
although it is extremely helpful if information relating to a diagnosis is available.
Your NDIS application will need to confirm that you have a likely permanent mental health condition that treatment will not resolve, that results in you having a substantially reduced functional ability to carry out activities in at least one of these areas.
If you're supporting someone to make an application and they don't have a formal diagnosis, it's still important to gather all the supporting evidence you can, including writing a letter yourself.
I heard that you have to have more than one disability to access the NDIS, or that you have to have a physical disability as well as a mental health related disability. Is that true?
No, that's not true. You can have one disability or you can have many and still be eligible for the NDIS. It's important to list your primary disability first on the access request form, followed by your other disabilities.
If I get approved for the NDIS support package, will the money go straight into my bank account? And will the NDIS pay for all my car, rent, bills and food?
The NDIS is not a source of cash. The funds from the NDIS pay for supports directly to the support provider. The money doesn't go into your bank account, it won't pay for rent, bills, car or food.
NDIS support could help you with things like applying to rent a home, as well as support with budgeting, connecting to services, and participating in your community. Check out the links for more on the different kinds of supports funded by the NDIS.
In some types of support packages, supported living is provided in an accommodation placement, but you'll still need to pay your rent.
I don't believe that there are any supports that the NDIS can offer me.
This makes me sad to hear. It could be worth looking at what support might be possible and whether it's relevant to you. We've made another video on how the NDIS can help.
You can find this link in the description. It might be worth watching it together with another person or having a discussion about what type of support could help you achieve your goals.
If you're supporting someone who is considering applying to access the NDIS, it might be helpful to read up on some stories of how the NDIS has been beneficial for other people.
There is certainly a lot of misinformation floating around out there, and I hope that we've helped to dispel some of these myths. But remember to always reach out to the NDIS if you've got any questions.